episode 5 of the 777 podcast, and today I'm going to talk about destiny and what I think of destiny. And the older that I've gotten, I feel like destiny is a real thing. It seems that everybody has something to fulfill, and not everybody does do that. Not everybody makes the right choices to fulfill their destiny, but we were all born with a purpose. And if you have a negative mindset where you blame others, and you don't really seek knowledge, you're not seeking self-improvement constantly every day, you're never going to get there, and you're going to always get stuck. I mean, you see it everywhere. You look around you. There are people who are just stuck in this rut where they're negative and they're pissed off all the time, and then they end up growing old, and they're these just really nasty, resentful seniors, and that terrifies me. It's not how I want to turn out, and honestly, you feel kind of bad for somebody like that. But it's your attitude. It's how you perceive the world, and being grateful and making the choices that are going to move you forward, and stay on the path. And you may not even know what your path is, and that is, in my opinion, what soul searching is. And it took me until like last year to realize that, you know, the podcasting thing is something that I can't seem to shut up about. So I'm kind of going with the flow. I don't expect to do this full time and make a lot of money off of it, but I'm sure I can make some kind of money off of it if I just keep making If I just keep making content. Eventually I'll get to a place where I'll have a big enough audience where I can at least make some kind of money, something, you know, like a house payment, or like $1,000 a month is kind of like my base goal for YouTube. But gosh, in high school and out of high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and it scared the shit out of me. It scares you. It scares you because you don't know what you want. I know that I look at people who have to work at 70 because they can't not work, they can't retire, they didn't get a job or there was a pension, and those jobs are going away. Those jobs are extremely difficult to get, and who knows if Social Security is even going to be a thing by the time I get an old age. So it's almost like a claustrophobic feeling that I get when I see how other people live their lives, and it just scares me so much. I don't want that for myself. That's not how I am going to be happy. And I realize that happiness it's almost like an intoxicant. It's kind of like love. You know, you can get drunk off of it, and it's real. It's a real emotion, but that wears away. And it's not, happiness is, you know, contentment is kind of more, I just want to be consistently content. And I can't do that trapped in a job that I hate, and making barely enough money to even scrape by. Like, that's what my goal is, to achieve ultimate and utter freedom. I don't want to have to take shit from this guy anymore because he's my fucking boss, or I have to take shit from this dude because he's this and that, and I just have to take it. Like, I'm done with those kinds of jobs. I'm wearing the shirt right now. I went to school to be a firefighter, and I was a firefighter for about a year, and you have to take some shit. I mean, you're, especially the new guy, you're at the bottom of the totem pole, and that's just the way it is. And I knew that going in, and I fully accepted it. But there's one person in particular that just completely ruined that whole experience for me. And I'm just, you know what? I'm done with these kinds of jobs. I'm tired of getting shit on because I think I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm not always super friendly, but I mean, I don't mess with anybody. I don't go around looking for shit. I don't have any desire to do that, and I just want to be able to do something that I enjoy to do and make enough money where I don't have to worry about money. I mean, that seems so simple, but I mean, how many few people actually are at that point where they don't have to worry about that? So I mean, being an entrepreneur is something that I'm really interested in, and I don't know if it'll ever come to fruition, but my point is the destiny You're certain. It's like you're reading a book and you can't skip to page 30 or chapter 30 without reading, chapters 1 through 30. And there are certain events that need to take place in order for this event to take place. And God damn it, I'm telling you, do not pass on opportunities. And I need to listen to my own self, because there's something going on in my life right now where an opportunity came up and it's scary. And I'm kind of back and forth on it, but I need to you do not pass on an opportunity. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't weigh the pros and cons, because it might be a bad decision, but do not pass on an opportunity, and always be trying to progress forward, and always try to improve yourself. And you're not going to have good days every day, but man, it's just seeing others seeing how others live terrifies me. I don't want to end up like that. I don't want to end up in a nursing home where my family's completely abandoned me. I've seen some gnarly stuff. I've seen some gnarly nursing homes in Chicago, and it's extremely depressing, and that would affect me. I'm so empathetic that it literally kind of ruins my day a little bit. And it's just they weren't able to follow their path of freedom, and that is the goal. The goal is to be completely self-sufficient, where I don't have to take shit from this dude because he's my boss. It's not how I'm rolling anymore. Of course, right now I do kind of have a boss, but I have a fairly laid-back job. I like it a lot. Of course, there's some shit that you have to deal with, but it's okay. Like, the job that I have it's not stressful. When I left the fire service, there's so much stress that was lifted off my shoulders, and I tend to keep it that way. But the destiny thing it's been on my mind a lot for months now, and I finally decided to make a video about it and give my thoughts. But the older I get, I buy it. I buy that destiny is something. There is something, because there are people who are almost wasting their life, and then there are people who don't waste any second of their day. And it's like, wow, this person, it's like they were born to do that. Everybody has that. Everybody has a destiny. It's up to you to make the right choices to be able to, bring that into reality. So, thank you again for watching. October's coming up, and I'm going to be doing Sober October weekly updates. So, stick around for that. And again, thank you very much for watching.